BTS, ready to shock the world at China's biggest fashion show. Hello ARMY, hello global fans of K-pop, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a story that has not only surprised fans, but also captured the attention of media outlets around the globe. A story that has shaken the entertainment and fashion industries alike. The rumor is that Jungkook of BTS is preparing to appear at the largest fashion show in China. This is not a small piece of gossip. This is a development that carries weight in both the cultural and commercial worlds, because when Jungkook moves, the world pays attention. His name alone trends across platforms, sells out products, and influences global conversations. Now, imagine what it would mean for him to step into one of the most powerful fashion markets in the world. The origin of the rumor. The discussion began when a cryptic post appeared, allegedly from someone linked to the Chinese fashion industry. The post hinted at a global superstar, scheduled to appear in Beijing at an upcoming fashion show. What set the fandom into a frenzy were the details: a silhouette that resembled Jungkook, the use of specific initials, and small visual cues that seemed impossible to ignore. Within hours, speculation spread across the internet. The moment the possibility was raised, Jungkook's name dominated trending topics worldwide. Social media exploded with discussions. Could it really be him? Could the youngest member of BTS be preparing for a global fashion moment on a stage as significant as this? Why China matters. The choice of China, if true, is not random. China is one of the world's largest and most influential fashion markets. International brands regularly hold shows there, not only to display their latest collections, but also to connect with millions of fashion-conscious consumers. For Jungkook, appearing at a Chinese fashion show would mean breaking through a new barrier. He would not just be entering another stage as an idol, he would be crossing into a market that has global impact, influencing trends far beyond Asia. Such a move would reinforce his position as a figure who does not just participate in entertainment, but defines its direction. The reaction of fans and media. When the rumor began to spread, ARMY mobilized instantly. Hashtags dedicated to the possibility of Jungkook's appearance filled Twitter, Weibo, and TikTok. Global fan communities began speculating about every possible detail: what kind of style he might present, which designers he might wear, and whether he would simply attend or walk the runway himself. The media also paid close attention. International outlets including Vogue, Elle, and Harper's Bazaar published pieces analyzing the implications of such a move. Several declared that if Jungkook were to walk a runway, it would mark one of the most significant intersections of K-pop and international fashion to date. Jungkook and fashion, a natural evolution. For those who have followed his career, the idea of Jungkook stepping into fashion is not surprising. His influence on style has been visible for years. Simple airport outfits worn by him often trigger global trends, with items selling out within hours of being spotted on him. Photographs of Jungkook in international magazines reveal his ability to shift between different aesthetics, sometimes elegant, sometimes casual, sometimes edgy. His proportions, stage charisma, and facial expressions have long led professionals to remark that he has the natural aura of a model. For many, the question was never if Jungkook would step into fashion, but when. More than just clothing. Fashion shows are not merely about displaying clothes. They are cultural stages where image, identity, and influence converge. The presence of Jungkook in such a setting would signal more than celebrity attendance. It would declare that idols can redefine global fashion narratives. His walk on the runway, if it happens, would not simply be a performance. It would be a statement about cultural power, about the merging of music and fashion, about the ability of one artist to represent an entire generation's voice. Speculation about the brand. Naturally, speculation has turned toward which brand Jungkook might represent. Some believe that he could collaborate with luxury giants such as Gucci, Prada, or Louis Vuitton, considering his history of wearing their designs. Others argue that he may surprise the world by collaborating with a Chinese designer, or an Asia-focused collection, which would be a historic cultural move. Either way, the anticipation is high. Any brand associated with Jungkook at such an event would instantly gain global attention, reinforcing the influence he holds beyond music. Imagining the moment. Picture the scene: the lights dim, the music rises, and the crowd waits in silence. Then, a single spotlight emerges. Out of the shadows walks Jungkook, his stride confident, his presence undeniable. Every camera in the room points toward him. The audience, stunned for a brief second, breaks into applause. It is not hard to imagine how that single moment could dominate global headlines. Images of Jungkook on the runway would spread across every platform within minutes. His appearance would not only elevate the event, but create a cultural memory that fans and fashion professionals alike would never forget. What it means for his future. If this appearance happens, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter for Jungkook. It would open the door to ambassadorships with major global brands. It would expand his influence beyond music, positioning him as a cultural figure who shapes not only sounds, but also styles. For BTS, it would further strengthen the group's image as pioneers of global culture, capable of breaking into any industry and reshaping it. For ARMY, it would be another moment of pride, another reminder of how far Jungkook has come since his early days in Busan. Closing thoughts. The story of Jungkook is already extraordinary, from a young trainee, to the main vocalist and performer of BTS, to a global solo artist whose every move is watched by millions. Now, with the possibility of appearing at the largest fashion show in China, his journey could take yet another historic step. Whether this rumor proves true or not, one thing is certain: Jungkook has the influence, the charisma, and the talent to shock the world, no matter what stage he chooses to stand on. If he does step onto that runway, it will not just be a performance. It will be history. And when that history is made, ARMY will be there, watching, celebrating, and once again realizing that Jungkook, the golden Maknae of BTS, is far more than just an idol. He is a global icon shaping the future of culture, fashion, and music.